Super Gamer TV asks, what do you think of swag and YOLO? This is what I think of them. No, I'm sure you're not the type of person that says swag and YOLO, but yeah, I can't stand them. If I would say YOLO in a piss take kind of way, I wouldn't say it seriously, you know, like, and I think a lot of people do that as well, but if you're saying it in a serious manner, then I'm judging you. I'm judging you real good. Randy Jigsaw asks, what is your absolute best and worst aspect of doing YouTube? Ooh, that's an interesting one. The best one is obviously meeting like all the lovely people through YouTube, and I take pride in my videos, even though they're not great, like, you know, they're still pretty average, but it's still fun making them, and then seeing them on YouTube and people liking it and stuff, that really gives you a confidence boost. Worst aspect would be that it takes up a lot of time, and it sort of hit me that once I start nursing in September, I probably won't have time to do YouTube because it does take a lot of time. I mean, I'm struggling today trying to do a subscriber shout out because Fraps fucked up again, and this Q&A all before I go and meet Kieran, or well, with my papa being in hospital now, it sort of makes it difficult to try and do YouTube videos, and it's finding the time and the effort, and sometimes, you know, you think, is it really worth it? But it always is. But yeah, that's the worst aspect, is that it takes up so much time and effort, and sometimes you just don't have that time and effort to put into it, and I think with nursing it's certainly going to limit me doing YouTube, which would suck, but I really have to put my future in first. I don't see YouTube as a lifestyle, I see it as a hobby. And for a while, like about a couple of weeks back, it was sort of taking over my life, and it was limiting everything else in my life. Like my work time, I was rushing to get home to start YouTube. I am so sorry, I got interrupted by a phone call there. I'm recording this on my iPhone, and I'm sorry, Steve. But Kieran, my boyfriend, clearly doesn't want me answering your question because he keeps interrupting this video. But I was pretty much finishing that question anyway, so yeah, takes up a lot of time, and with nursing, I don't think I'll be able to carry on YouTube. It's a sad reality that I have to face. Like, for a long time I was thinking, oh, I'll have time to do everything, but I'm also going to be having a job as an auxiliary, as night shift on the weekends, so that is going to come in the way as well. So yeah, thank you for your question, that was a pretty long one actually. Mazin969 why is Will Does Gaming so sexually attractive to all female YouTubers? Well, I'm gonna get close to the camera here. Well, when you do that farmer's voice, this is what every girl on YouTube does. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're really mean, Matt. I mean, come on. Although I suppose I was mean for putting that picture up. But I don't know why Will is so sexually attractive to all female YouTubers. He just has that thing about him. And you also asked, do you ever think, why bother, like, YouTube? Yeah. Not recently, but I think it was about 3 weeks ago, I was contemplating quitting YouTube just because my videos weren't getting enough views. What gets more views is these types of videos, and if I'm doing topical commentaries, they've got pretty good views as well. But my actual Let's Play videos aren't getting enough views, and I'll hold my hands up. Let's Play videos aren't exciting to me, it's more what the commentary is like in the background. Like, I'm not watching it for the game, I'm watching it for the commentary. So I can understand why people, like, my views aren't that big on them, but excuse me. But yeah, I have thought why bother, but not recently. I'm just trying to make the most of YouTube while I can, because it's pretty limited just now, you know. But right now I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing these videos, and yeah, thank you for your question. That's pretty much what I have to say about it. Linger Brothers asks, favourite food, favourite drink, and potato. Favourite food is pizza. I love pizza to no end. I have an unhealthy obsession with pizza, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna put on a lot of weight if I continue eating pizza the way I do. But last night, last night, my mum got me this microwavable meal from Tesco's. And I try to have my dinner before work because I feel like I finish work about 8 o'clock. So having tea at that time, I feel a bit sluggish when I go to bed. So I try and have my tea before that. And my mum got me this microwavable Tesco's meal, which was absolutely awful, so I did not eat it. And then I came home and I was starving because I had a really heavy shift. And my mum was like, oh, if you're really hungry, I'll just cook a pizza for you. A whole pizza to myself. It was like the best night ever, but I felt like really horrible last night after. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have ate all that. I should have maybe kept half for like myself, like for lunch or something. Oh, pizza for lunch. Top class. But yeah, pizza is my favourite food. Or, well, it actually used to be my own lasagna. I'm gonna toot my own horn here. I make the best lasagna ever. I am such a beast at lasagna making. I haven't made it in a while, but maybe this weekend might make lasagna. My favourite drink, being Scottish, I'm just gonna be stereotypical, Iron Brew. Iron Brew is the king of all fizzy drinks, and I love it so much. I love it, love it, love it. And I haven't had one in a while. Did I say mile? I went while. While meant while. I'm tripping over my own words today. And potato. I don't know if you mean favourite potato, or you're just asking my opinion of potatoes. I don't mind potatoes. I wouldn't go out of my way to eat them. Like, if my mum gives me them, I'll have them. So yeah, I don't really know how to answer your question, I'm sorry, but potato. Potato! Mr. Brad Casey, would you ever do a dual com with someone like me? I would actually. I love your commentaries, like, I don't know if you're going to take this offensively, but you remind me a little bit of White Boy 7th Street, but with an anger issue. But you should take that as a compliment because I do really love your commentaries. You're not afraid to speak your own mind, and doing a commentary with you, I'd be kind of like scared because like I'd be scared to upset you and you'd shout at me, but yeah, I would love to do a dual com with you. If you want to, then you know, we could arrange something and we can do a dual com together. I think that'd be quite funny, but yeah, I would do a dual com. ODST of Epicness asks, do you like Halo? If so, what is your favourite? When I had an Xbox I did play Halo, and I had Halo 3 and Halo Reach. And I would say I liked Halo Reach more, but I've got a PlayStation now, so I don't have Halo anymore. But it was one of my favourite games on Halo, it was a lot of fun. And he also asked, do you like heavy metal? I used to. When I was younger, my first ever gig was actually Lamb of God. And as your first gig as Lamb of God, that's pretty rough. I fainted I think like 3 times, but it was a great gig, and I've seen A7X before, Avenged Sevenfold, and Stone Sour were supporting them, and that was probably like the best concert that I've ever been to because it was their first tour after the Rev had passed away. So they done this like lovely little tribute for him, and it was just so touching, and you know, I cried. Even I think Kieran had a little tear in his eye as well, but I've not saying I've grown out of heavy metal, it's just I've just listened to other music. Like if there's heavy metal on my phone, then I'll still listen to it, I'm not going to skip past it, but yeah, I wouldn't like dismiss it or anything. I'm quite open-minded about music now. When I listen to heavy metal, everything else was like crap, so yeah, I'm more open-minded about music now, but thank you for your question. Questions, plural. Scott Matt HD asks, what is your favourite video you've uploaded to YouTube? Actually, when I got the email through for this notification about this question, I was thinking, that is a beast of a question. And I think this one is pretty obvious. It's gonna have to be my 100 subscriber video with my cats because it's so bad it's good. Like, even I'll say that is good. But yeah, that's probably my favourite one just because my cats are so reluctant to do videos, and the plan was to have them dancing. Like, I was gonna like stand here and have them dancing like that, and they just weren't having any of it, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to try a different idea. And then I was watching over the videos, I was like, actually, if I had voices to them, this could be pretty good. But I would have liked to say that one of my gaming videos was my favourite, but it's not. I've still to make that one good gaming video, you know, but I'll get there eventually. So that's it for this Q&A. I'm really sorry if I seem out of breath. I just don't know what it is. I need to go to the doctors. I think I might have anemia, or it might just be low blood sugar, but recently I've been like exhausted and I've got shortness of breath. So thank you for all your questions, and I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if it'll be split into two or not, but I'm going to call this Q&A part 3, because I've done part 1 and 2 ages ago and people just get confused if I call it part 1 again. So that is all your questions answered. I've enjoyed answering them. There's been no creepy ones this time, like have you ever sat on someone's face? Who asked that? I don't know. So yeah, thank you for all your questions and goodbye.